Welcome back to another Anime and Beyond review. I'm Devin.
I'm Noah.
And today we're going to continue our review with Stranger Things 3. Today we're going to review episode 3. So with that said, we're going to get right to it. To start off in the episode, we see how the girls are spying on basically various people. Mm-hmm. First they spy on their boyfriends. And then we see like that funny scene where he...
Just being guys.
Yeah, being guys.
A little too typical guys.
Yeah. Farting and burping, things like that. And then they decide to spy on Billy. Then we see Elle spy on Billy, and we see how she reacts to him and how she sees that something's going on, something unusual is going on with him, and she gets freaked out seeing that he was kneeling down and saying that this is only gonna be temporary, basically. And
she also felt like he noticed that she was there.
Yeah.
And he did.
Yeah, he looked over and it showed like a little fade of her. Mm-hmm. And she just took it off and she was like going crazy. So that was an interesting part of the show. Mm-hmm. And then we see other parts of that towards like the end where they actually go find Billy.
Yeah.
And they ask, where's the girl? And then she comes there, and then they're like, what the heck is going on? And then after they leave, we see the scene where the girl even starts acting crazy. So obviously we know that she's been overtaken by the mind flayer. We actually see in the previous scene before that where she's in the tub, where she's also wearing the blindfold again.
Yeah.
Trying to find the location of where she's at. And she's drowning, asking her to help her. And
this whole thing Elle's been going into, and finding other people.
Like this trance or something, yeah.
But, I mean, we kind of mentioned it when we were watching the episode. It reminds me of Us and Get Out, like together, like the girl was sinking, like she's getting deeper in her consciousness.
Yeah, like sinking to the floor.
Yeah, and Devin mentioned last time when Billy saw the vision of himself from like the upside down where it said to build, and he mentioned maybe building an army. Yeah. Kind of seems like that's what they're doing. This other girl's now on Billy's side, yep. Mm-hmm. And now they're getting after the parents. And it seems like that's so whatever knocked the mom out was in the cookie, because she was the only one eating the cookie, mm-hmm. And Heather made the cookies, and Heather offered it to the girls too. Yeah. So I don't know if anything. Well, it would have. I don't know what would have happened with Elle if that thing tried to take over Elle's body.
Yeah.
But regardless, it does seem like they're trying to build some type of army or grow
the mind flayers. Yeah,
grow their reach.
It's like he's getting like smarter as a series. Like every other series, it seems like he's just getting smarter.
Yeah, and Billy, like you mentioned it, Billy saw the mind flayers' memories, mm-hmm. Which is
like
weird.
Yeah, saw.
They have the hive mind.
Yeah, they saw Elle. That was really what got me when she was looking at Elle, mm-hmm. And it just started doing the flashbacks, yeah. And then it remember the time where Elle closed the portal, and it was like almost like at the end it shut and then it opened, and then all of a sudden he was like, his eyes dilated, almost like I have a plan, and that's kind of what I got from it. Like I have a plan to like counter that.
Yeah, another thing that's kind of cool, you see growth with Elle as a character. In season 1, she really didn't want to use her powers that much because she'd been abused and having to use those powers, mm-hmm. in the lab. In season 2, she goes and kind of grows and sees that she can use this power for herself. Mm-hmm. And in season 3, it seems like natural. It just seems like second nature to her. She's just finding people left and right, playing games with her powers.
Yeah.
While the girls are investigating and looking for Billy and Heather, Dustin and Steve and Robin are also, they cracked the code and now they're looking for the Russians. And there's some weird stuff going on at the mall. The boxes are being loaded in. When they crack the code, that's like they found the location and the time. And so we haven't really discovered too much, but the subtitles told me that guy was speaking Russian. So it looks like it really is the Russians that were working out of the mall. Just can't really tell what it is yet.
Yeah, like I said, I think they're something to do with I don't know what, but some part with what's going on with Billy, and I think it's kind of. I think it's like kind of like the previous seasons where they had that little laboratory, where the actual hive was. Yeah, I think it's kind of like that.
And I think it was episode 1 where we saw them trying to recreate the gate, the opening to the Upside Down, and maybe they're doing that again in Hawkins because it's, U.S. government. Maybe they somehow got some of that information and got leaked to them. and so they're coming over here to try the same thing. But yeah, we'll see going forward, because along with Dustin, Robin, Steve doing their investigation, Max and Elle doing their investigation, Hopper and Joyce are also have their own investigation.
Yeah, with the magnet. Yeah, and then we see the flashback. I like these flashbacks, by the way.
Yeah.
These are just really Philly. Joyce. Yeah. She has a flashback with Sam. What is Sam?
Yeah, it was Sam.
Okay.
Wait, is it Sam? Bob. It's Bob. Sam. Sam from Lord of the Rings or Hobbit. Yeah.
Joyce has a flashback with Bob about when he got killed and everything, and I think, because we didn't mention this last video, but Hopper was going wanted to go on a date with Joyce, but she pulled a no-show, and he got upset about that. And then we see, to me, this is kind of what I got from it, like, why, almost another reason, I see kind of like this, another reason why she didn't go, was because he was kind of still had a hard time dealing with that. Maybe she was still, I don't know. I'm just thinking, like, why would she still think that if she was ready to move on, you know? So I'm just thinking that she's still kind of in a stuck place, and that's why that happened. But then we see that they're looking for evidence to see why there's magnetism issues going on, and they don't find anything. Everything's closed. But they do find the Russian dude.
Yeah.
Which Hopper got worked on that one. I mean, I was like, Bob and Weave or something, but he just got blindsided.
Got away on a motorcycle. So I mean, he's been seen throughout the season so far. Yeah. We've seen him in the mayor's office. We've seen him in a bar. Hopper ran into him at that same restaurant, Enzo's. So we haven't seen him at the mall yet. Yeah. So maybe he's a spy transmitting the message. I don't know. Well, I don't know. Who knows? But regardless of that, like Devin mentioned, Joyce didn't go on a date with Hopper. Still upset about Bob, and we find out at the end of the episode that she's actually putting her house on the market soon. Yeah. So I mean, Hawkins has a lot of bad memories for her. She was probably divorced there, because I don't know when she divorced her first husband.
And then
Will, and then Bob. Yeah. So a lot of
3 strikes you out, you know.
Yeah. So I can't blame her for wanting a fresh start.
Yeah. This part got me. Will, when he was playing Dungeons & Dragons, I mean, I kind of thought that was kind of weird, because I mean, me just seeing them grown up now, but I was like, it's kind of like childhood still, they're still young, Yeah. And so it was them just playing, and you kind of see Lucas and Mike not into it anymore. And they're just like, whatever.
They're kind of mocking him.
Yeah, they're not. They're just thinking about their girls, apparently. And he just had enough of it after that, because they were just kind of mocking after that. And he just goes in on him. He says, "Look, Dustin doesn't want to hang out anymore. Y'all are just being all about girls. That's all you'll talk about. I'm the only one that just wants to try to have fun, but nobody wants to do anything. So it's over. It's like I'm finished. I'm exhausted." Yeah. And he just leaves, and then they're like, "Dude, I'm sorry." And he's like, "Whatever." And then I see that scene where he's in the tent, and then he's just like, screw this. Like, this is so stupid. I can't believe, not necessarily like regretting, but just kind of a way to vent, get all his emotion out.
Will destroying the castle and ripping up his pictures, in a way, symbolized how his childhood was kind of destroyed, how it was done. And the relationship seems severed. Dustin's not hanging out with them. They don't want to hang out with him. He's been like a third wheel this whole time. Yeah. And he's just always there in the background.
Yeah. A series of unfortunate, man. I mean, like, he got possessed twice, Yeah. I mean, and then possessed. Not really. Everyone had like a somewhat of a childhood, but like his kind of, in a sense, got ruined by that. Yeah. And his parents are crazy, or like his mom's crazy, and then his brother is kind of the odd guy.
And in a way, it's relatable.
Yeah, like, it's very relatable.
Feeling like you're the only one left, the only one trying to hold your friend group together.
But they're all grown up, and
that's right. Rugrats all grown up.
Yeah, it's kind of like Mike said. You expect us to be like this forever. I mean, I hear all sides, but it's I mainly feel well right now.
Yeah. But, it's hard growing up, man.
It's not a hard life, man. Hey, petition. Be sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Let us know what you think about this episode, what you think about this review. With that said, I'm Devin.
I'm Noah.
And we'll see you next time.
Peace.